Clinton Jaws here. I went upstairs. Okay. I shouldn't say this. I've been in a pissed off mood today. I was looking for my lint brush, okay? The wife's sitting on the couch. This is not even a good story. And I said, do you know where the lint brush is? Because I want to come down and make a video, right? And do this. Because we're covered in cat hair and dog hair. It's disgusting. And she says to me, check the bathroom. I said, okay, I checked the bathroom. It's not in the bathroom. Check the bedroom. Check Colson's bedroom. So I checked the bedroom. It's not in there. I go in the living room. It's 1 foot in front of her on the coffee table. That just pisses me off. I've been in a sour mood today, and I'm not whining. I've been looking at my videos lately, and it looks like I'm whining. I don't know. Don't you ever just get in moods? I go to McDonald's this morning. Before 11, I want to get 2 hash browns and an egg McMuffin. I go in there. I go through the drive-thru, and I order my stuff, and I always say to them, I say, can I have it freshly made, please? Because it doesn't turn out so good when it's not freshly made. So I don't mind the wait, but this was an extra long wait. It was about a 7-minute wait. And I pull off to the side, and I just sit there and I wait. I wait a long time, and the wait is making me angry. So stupid. Why would I be angry at that? So I take my food, I go home, and it's 1 hash brown. There's not 2 in there. And that just pisses me off. I'm already home. And I look at the receipt, and I paid for 2. Boo-hoo, I know. I wake up this morning. I think I already said this, but I check my phone. When I wake up in the morning, I check my phone right off. That's the first thing I do. And a subscriber. I like it when you guys comment, and I like it when you inform me of what's going on in the world today. And this guy, Josher14, big X, small x, he leaves a comment. It says, look up the Ma'Khia, and I'm sorry, guys, if I'm saying that wrong, but it says Ma'Khia. Or Ma'Khia. Look up the Ma'Khia outrage and watch the body cam footage. Analyze that. And I didn't know who Ma'Khia was. It turns out it was a 16-year-old, really sad, 16-year-old female was shot and killed by police. So I go to Google. I do what he tells me to do. I go to Google, and I punch in Ma'Khia outrage, and the first thing that comes up is this article. Columbus police shooting, celebrities react to Ma'Khia Bryant's death. And I just want to read a couple things of this, because I read this first, then I watched the video. I'm going to show you the video. I'm not going to show you the actual shooting, but I'm going to show you the video. And it starts off, it says, Kehlani is calling for I don't know who Kehlani is, but she's calling for reform in response to the death of Ma'Khia Bryant. She's a singer, this girl. Abolish the police. So this shooting happened right when the George Floyd conviction occurred. Basically, right at the same time, they released the video of it, right when Chauvin was about to get convicted. When the jury was, they came up with their verdict, okay? And Kehlani, she says, abolish is the only answer, Kehlani wrote. So she wants all police abolished. She doesn't want police in the world. Because she's outraged that this happened to this 16-year-old girl. And more celebrities reacted to this shooting because why wouldn't they, right? They live in the real world, don't they? And George Takei, the guy from Star Trek, he's calling to end police terror. So he's calling the video police terror. End all police, and this was police terror, the video that you're about to see. We cannot even have a moment of justice before another black life is taken by police. This time a teen. He wrote, they shot her 4 times. We must end police terror. Alyssa Milano wrote, Alyssa Milano, what are you doing? Okay, I was in love with you. Loved you. Why, you were in Commando. Okay, you know all about shooting. Arnold Schwarzenegger was shooting with 2 guns. What's she saying? It's not a few bad apples. It's the entire tree. The entire tree, guys. Wow. From the roots all the way up to the branches that touch the sky. The branches are touching the sky. Have you ever seen an apple tree's branch touch a sky? It's rotten. We must do better. Holy shit. We must do better. Okay. Kathy Griffin. Because we want to hear what Kathy Griffin has to say, right? She expressed outrage on Twitter. How in the hell does this police officer think it's a good idea to fire shots blindly into a group of teenagers having a fight? Yes, one of them has a knife. Oh. Isn't that something? So you're saying, yes, one of them has a deadly weapon? Oh, that never happened in your school or neighborhood. She didn't deserve to die. 16, I don't know what she's talking about there. I don't know. Oh, Justice League actor Ray Fisher urged his followers to say her name, Ma'Khia Bryant. Nobody's saying it's not sad. So I want to see this police terror. I want to see why you need to abolish all police. I want to know why. What makes this video make Alyssa Milano think that all cops are rotten from the roots to the sky? I don't know. So I'm going to show it to you. It's about, 8 seconds. Well, maybe a little bit longer. But I'm cutting out the shooting part. Because do you really need to see that? I wish I never seen it, so I'm not going to show it to you. It's not a happy time. It's not a happy thing. So I'm not going to show it. Let's watch it.
911, where is your emergency?
Hello? It's 3171 Legion Lane.
Is there an apartment number or letter? What's going on?
Come up here. The
Ma'am, you need
address
to talk to me.
is 3171. We got these grown girls over here trying to fight us, trying to stab us, trying to put our hands on our grandma. Get here.
Trying to stab us. Okay, it sounds horrific, doesn't it? Alyssa Milano? They need help, Alyssa Milano. And that breaks my heart that I'm talking to you like that, Alyssa.
Trying to stab us, trying to put our hands on our grandma. Get here now.
Have you seen any weapons? Ma'am, do you see any weapons?
We need a police officer here now.
Do you see any weapons?
Police officer now.
Ma'am, do you see any weapons?
On the dog trying to hear us. No!
911, what's the address of your emergency?
It's on Legion Lane.
What's the emergency there?
Oh, well, never mind. The police are already out here. Never mind. Thank you.
Hey! What's going on? Hey, what's going on? Hey! 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 Get down! Get down! Get down! Get down! She had a knife. She just went at her.
She's a fucking kid, man!
This is the slow picture. This is the picture I took, and I want you to see this picture. Where's the knife? The cop shows up. He sees that this girl is about to stab the other girl. What's the cop supposed to do? Okay? He fears death and grievous bodily harm. You're justified when you fear death and grievous bodily harm, but that's not my point. If you fear death and grievous bodily harm, if me and my partner go to a call, and I fear that my partner is about to die, I'm going to stop the threat. I'm going to shoot. I'm going to kill. I'm going to stop the threat. That's what you're supposed to say. This cop had to stop the threat. He feared death and grievous bodily harm on the other girl. There's a good chance if the cop didn't shoot her, that other girl would have died. And they're shitting all over this police officer. It's systemic racism. Abolish the police. He possibly just saved a life. Now, I don't know the circumstances. I don't know this girl with the knife, the 16-year-old, which is sad. I don't know if she was trying. It wasn't self-defense. It didn't appear. It didn't look like self-defense. Maybe it was. I don't think it was. But as a police officer, you have to save lives sometimes. And when you think somebody's about to die, you do what he did. And the first thing that comes to my mind is that this police officer might be a hero. But nobody's talking like that. Alyssa Milano's not coming out and saying that. Why isn't she saying that? Kathy Griffin. I don't even... Does it even make sense what Kathy Griffin says? Like these people, these celebrities, they are not in the real world. How the hell does a police officer think it's a good idea to fire shots blindly into a group of teenagers? How is that not a good idea? That was a bad idea. The bad idea would have been not to shoot. You're a police officer. You have to, Kathy. Like, what? What are you talking about? Blindly? That wasn't blindly. That was actually perfect shooting. Nothing blind about that. But we're rotten to the core. We're rotten from the roots up to the branches that touch the sky. And Kehlani. Abolish the police. You watch that video and you say abolish the police. And how that cop must feel. And to tell you the truth, there's still more. There's like 4 more minutes and I'm not going to watch it. I'm not going to watch because it's sad. I don't want to hear the voices. I don't want to hear what people are saying about that girl that is dead on the ground. It's a sad situation. And that cop, man, he's got to live with that for the rest of his life. But you did what you had to do. You did. And then today, I'm watching the White House. The White House comes out and talks about it. Oh my God, you guys got to hear this. Systemic racism, right? I'm guessing the cop is white. He looks like he has white skin. And the young girl is black. So it's systemic racism. White cop, black person, systemic racism. Every time, all the time. Doesn't matter. It doesn't make any sense anymore, guys. The world has lost their mind. This is what the White House says about systemic racism.
The killing of 16-year-old Ma'Khia Bryant by the Columbus police is tragic. She was a child, and her death came, as you noted, just as America was hopeful of a step forward after the traumatic and exhausting trial of Derek Chauvin and the verdict that was reached. So our focus is on working to address systemic racism and implicit bias head-on, and of course to passing laws and legislation that will put much-needed reforms into place at police departments around the country.
Now, I'm telling you something right now that is scary shit. When you got the most powerful man in the world, the president, even though there's no evidence of systemic racism, there isn't, and that's not evidence of systemic racism, not even close. But you have the President of the United States saying that's what it is. No cop in the U.S. wanted Biden as president. Just shoot him in the leg. He doesn't understand why cops just don't shoot him in the leg. Just give him a shot in the leg.
Teach people how to de-escalate circumstances. De-escalate. So instead of anybody coming at you and the first thing you do is shoot to kill, you shoot them in the leg.
Where do we go from here? Where do we fix this? How do we fix this? They're talking about something that doesn't exist. They're calling this racist, and it's not racist. George Floyd incident was not racist. I'm not saying there's not racist people in the world. I'm not saying there's not racist cops, but there's not systemic racism in policing. I was a cop for a long time, and there just isn't. And there's no evidence to prove that there is. But they come up with these videos, white, black, racist. I don't even have the words. I don't even have the words to... I'm starting to think 2021. Ugh. What are we, March? April. It's not looking so good. The RCMP are coming out with body cams. Oh my God. You guys. I hope you're ready for that. I hope you know your training inside and out. You know who knows their training inside and out? Cadets at Depot. Fresh police. Don't ever lose that. Don't lose your training. You know, I always heard it when I finished Depot and I hit the streets, they said it was the Depot way, the RCMP way, and the right way. Well, you know what? The Depot way was mostly the right way. Because my first arrest, there was no stand there with distance, put your arms behind your back, spread your feet. It was just running up to the guy. So remember your training, because it's good training that you get. I don't know what my point was there. The badge cam is coming out for you guys, and I hope your training is on the uppity up. And this whole shit is scary. Because when you have the president saying that, it's going to cost police officers' lives. Because now they're going to hesitate. That cop didn't hesitate. And because he didn't hesitate, he possibly saved a life. He had to take one to save one. That's all I have to say. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
What's that?